What's up, guys, and welcome back to Beyond the Void Horror Podcast. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be doing a spoiler-free review of the movie that's just now been released to Shudder, made entirely during the pandemic, called Host. And we're going to do it right now. So welcome back, guys. Yeah, so I got to watch this movie called Host, and yes, it was actually made during the pandemic. Kind of like a found footage movie that just released on Host, and I'd heard about it before, and then it came out on Shudder, and I said, well, hey, I gotta watch this. Now, first off, this movie is only about 56 minutes long, but it is perfect. I would not be surprised if there was further films like this down the road, because I really enjoyed this. Now, I say found footage, but really this movie is about a group of friends who meet up on Zoom, which obviously became popular during this whole thing, and they do a seance. One of the girls, named Gemma, decides to make up a story about a boy and something that happened to him. That is the catalyst for this movie, for which it takes off. A lot of people are comparing it to Paranormal Activity meets Unfriended, and I think that's pretty fair, but it is dealing with Zoom, so it's video, so like how you would experience your friends online, which is, you know, for some people very annoying. And at first, I gotta admit, I was a little like, how's this gonna go? But I'm a little bit more open to found footage movies than most people, I think. I think it's the perfect medium for how we deal with horrific stories, and hell, we talk on our phones and text and video chat and all this other stuff, so why can't that be used? Now, this isn't the first movie that's done that, obviously, but the way they do it here, I think they did a really good job. It's really effective. And at first, it feels really natural. Like, the acting in this felt very fluid. I feel like everybody did a really good job of being their characters and sort of making it believable. That's kind of a big deal to a lot of people who watch found footage. Although I have watched many films that do break reality a little bit and are still enjoyable to watch based on the story alone. This is truly a scary film, I would think, for most people. Now, I don't get scared very often. It is very rare, but I did get pretty fucking scared in this movie, and it was about the halfway mark that things started to really kind of go crazy. Now, I don't mean like feel like something's in the room or anything like that, but it did have a few jump scares, which that might be upsetting to some on top of the found footage thing. But honestly, for those who love found footage, this will be a huge treat for you, and I think you will really enjoy it. I'm struggling with how to give this a score because it's not even an entire hour. I do think that there is a lot here that it was done really well. There's some effective ways that they use scares. There are some very effective ways that they bounce around to the different characters and what happens with each person viewing that experience and crossing the borders. They do some pretty new stuff in there that I thought was pretty good. Any effects that they used afterwards were put in very well, so it all seamlessly works together. I don't know how much this costs necessarily, but I wouldn't imagine very much. And with the budget that they had, they did a really good job with it. So I would say this movie deserves an 8.5, maybe even a 9 for found footage. It's refreshing, it's new, it feels modern, it feels a part of the world right now, which is even more appealing, I think, somehow, because it deals with the pandemic in the movie as well. So it just feels like it belongs right now. And how fresh can you make it? More than that, I'd probably say if you're into found footage, even if you're not, maybe give it a chance and just kind of look through the lens of how we perceive reality through our computers, or how you engage with your friends online and just sharing video chat with other friends. I think it's a perfect kind of thing that you need to tell a really fucked up, scary story. And I say kudos to Rob Savage, the director, and everyone that involved. I hope we see more. I would like to get a Blu-ray too, so I always say this. So Shudder, Rob, anybody, please, I would love to pick this up. So yeah, kudos, and I hope you guys check it out. It's out on Shudder, so if you want to check this movie out, you can watch it on there. Other than that, what do you guys think? What did you think of the movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you find the scares to be pretty good? And did you maybe not like it? I mean, I would love to hear what you think down in the comments section down below. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and as always, long live the void.